Testing.
Cheryl Ann. Good morning, San Antonio. I'll just use the other mic. Welcome. I hope everyone's doing good this morning. Let's go ahead and open up with some music together. I'm in the right place at the just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I'm getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Hey, hey. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here.
Hello, hello, hello. Do you have a mic I can use? Hello. Hello. Okay, there we go. Good morning. My name is Juliana, or Julie. Tammy, our youth director, she is not with us this morning, so I'm filling in. I'm one of the teachers here at Unity San Antonio. Every Sunday, we welcome and bless our youth with a candle lighting ritual. Can I have the children come on up and teachers coming up and join me? Thank you. So we open with a call and response that allows us to affirm the truth of our youth and for our youth to claim this truth for themselves. Your words are on the screen, and then the youth will respond by claiming with an I am statement. So where's my helper, Otto? Thank you. All right. Thank you. All right, so.
I am life.
God is light.
I am light.
God is joy.
I am joy.
God is love.
I am love.
God is beauty.
I am beauty.
God is peace.
I am peace.
God is power.
I am power.
All these things God is, I am.
All these things God is, I am.
And now we will say a blessing for the teens, or for the children. Children and teens, we know who you are. You are the light of the world. Love you, we bless you, we celebrate you, and we see you doing great things. And now, children, we will say a blessing for the family. So rub your hands together, gather that energy. And everyone, families,
We love you, we love you, we bless you, we believe in you, and we thank you. Namaste.
thank you.
When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my heart. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray.
So let's take a deep breath collectively. And we can enter into the silent stillness. And if it feels comfortable, you can plant your feet on the ground and close your eyes. And hear my words if you may. Within the mind of God, we dance to a holy tune. The splendor contained within even a single breath plays out a holy rhythm to follow. Be the way narrow, be the way perilous, we have and will always have recourse to God's splendid and holy music. Our natural cadences fall into step with what we found to be a part of truth. So my prayer to the Lord my God is that we find lasting compassion and enduring kindness to share with others our discoveries of truth. Into the great questions of time, space, and law do we cast our awareness to see if we can pick up even a modicum of the grace that God has prepared for us since the genesis of our existence. Let the one seeking for a greater conscience find his treasure in the humble resilience of a faith-applied student of the way. Let there be no other destiny beside, outside, or apart from God. Finally, let the holy music playing in the mind of God drop down to our hearts as we worship the word in all its prowess. Thank you, dear Lord, my God, for awakening me to the ultimate reality of relationship with you. I bless your holy name and wait expectantly for the next ignition in consciousness to come my way. Amen, and so it is.
When I pray, I feel my soul go deeper, my soul go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my soul go deeper, my soul go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right I pray. I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God.
Good morning, everybody. How's it going today? All right. Who's whistling? My wife can't whistle like that. Who's doing that? No, I'm joking. Before myself, I just wanted to introduce our band. We have Theresa on the drums right here. We have Michael on guitar. We have DK Katakalos on the bass. And we have Ricky on the keys. For vocals, we have Sally and we have Vicky as well. All right, well, my name is Sienna. I'm gonna be your celebration host on behalf of our entire community and Unity of San Antonio. We're all here today. It's a full house, wow, look at that. Unity of San Antonio is a spiritual community that's rooted in love, inclusion, and growth. We draw wisdom from many traditions and offer practical tools for living, ways of thinking, being that can bring more peace, more clarity, and joy into your everyday life. At the heart of everything that we do, it's a simple but profound belief. Each of us is a unique expression of the divine, and that we are here to support one another in discovering and living that truth. Whoever you are, wherever you are welcome here on your journey. This first year, could you please and thank you raise your hand so that we can acknowledge you? Thank you so much for checking. All right, they might be shy. Let's clap anyway. So in the seat pocket in front of you, you're gonna find a black envelope and it says, "This is for you." Inside, you'll find a little bit of information about Unity of San Antonio. We typically send 1, max 2 e-blasts a month, and we'll never share your email address with anybody, ever. If this is your first time with us, please pick up a free copy of the Daily Word on your way out from our welcome team members as you leave. It's a Unity booklet that offers daily affirmative messages and practical spiritual teachings. It's our little gift to you for spending your morning with us and for checking us out. All right, so I'm gonna welcome Gloria and Shelby to the platform for some special announcements.
Happy Sunday. Okay, if you would, well, we would love for you to join our monthly July potluck next Sunday, right after service, as we gather for a wonderful time of food and fellowship. The church will be providing delicious, delicious brisket. If anyone has ever eaten Heather's food, you dream about it after weeks after you eat her food. So she's making brisket, some baked beans, coleslaw, watermelon, pasta salad, yum, yum, yum. So come hungry and enjoy this special time together. Following the meal, we will hold a town hall meeting to discuss exciting possibilities and plans for the future of our church. Your thoughts, ideas, and participation are important as we seek spiritual direction together. Thank you.
Good morning. Okay, so every act of service helps our spiritual community thrive, and we're still looking to grow our sacred service teams. So if you feel the call to serve, We have amazing teams you can be a part of, from hospitality to social media to even ushering. Bruce is like reminding me that we may need somebody to usher. So serving is one of the most beautiful ways you can put love into action, and we'd love for you to join us. So please find me after service, and I would love to talk to you about all the opportunities. Also, and I think Sienna's going to mention it, but please don't forget next Friday is the upcoming movie. We do one once a month, and we've been doing it. We did it last month for the first time, so this is our second time doing it, and it's going to be really exciting because it's one of my favorite movies, Soul from Pixar. So if y'all have seen it, come and join us. If y'all haven't seen it, be super excited. But yeah, have a good day, everybody.
All right, thank you, everybody. We also have some upcoming events, some opportunities to connect, grow, and serve. If you'd like to nourish your inner life, we have some wonderful offerings. So we have a Course in Miracles study group. We have our pre-service Sunday meditation, Sangha circles, our Joe Dispenza meditation group, midweek interlude service where you can restore yourself with guided meditations. It'll be on first and second Wednesdays. We'll have singing bowls on third Wednesdays or drum circles on fourth Wednesdays. July 3rd, 7 p.m. This is what shall be said, by the way. July 3rd, 7 p.m. is our movie night where we're going to be watching Soul. It's going to ask us these questions: what makes you, you? So you can join us to laugh, to cry, I'll be doing a little bit of both, and look at your own life in a whole new way. If what you're craving is connection, we'd love for you to join, to find your people and join us, whether it's with WUSA, our women's group, Men of Unity group, or our Zoom healing circle. If you're feeling called to give back, feel free to join one of our volunteer teams where you'll find that serving and connecting have a way of happening at the same time. Or our Earth Care team would love to have you join in one of our many activities. For all of the details, including the dates and times to register, you can visit our website. Everything you need is going to be there. Or you can also grab a paper calendar in the vestibule in the community cafe if you're more of a paper person. So as you came in this morning, you were offered a red, a yellow, or a green sticker. Sorry, I like seeing that slide, so I'm gonna have a sec. There it is. There it is. So if someone's wearing, what's it called? If someone's wearing green, you can lean in for a hug. If someone's wearing yellow, they're looking to extend a hand. If someone's wearing red, they'd rather you wave and say hello, good morning. Let's make it a point of respecting everybody's sticker colors, making sure these boundaries are seen and heard, and say hello to someone new that you haven't met before.
God created me. I am a light in this world. I am as God created me. I am. You are as love created you. You are a light in this world. You are as God created you. We are as love created us. We are a light in the world. We are as God created us. We are. I am as God created me. I am a light in this world. I am as God created me. I am. You are as love created you. You are a light in this world. You are as God created you. You are. We are as love created us. We are a light in this world. We are as God created us. We are. I am as God created me. I am a light in this world. I am as God created me. I am.
All right. Let's hear it one more time for our band. Yeah. All right. So you know that we gather here for many reasons, but at the heart of it, it all dribbles down to our purpose statement. All that we do, our programs, our Sunday mornings, our various ministries are all inspired by this. And so every Sunday we speak it aloud together as both a reminder and an affirmation. Would you all join me? Pursuit of truth in both the seen and unseen, we are a catalyst for fostering a loving and authentic spiritual community rooted in belonging, acceptance, and peace. Prayer is one of the most powerful ways that we participate in our own spiritual growth. At Unity, We pray by affirming truth, holding the highest possibility for your life as already present and already alive within you. We are blessed to have 2 of our prayer chaplains today, already holding sacred space for this entire service. Would you both please stand so that folks will know who to look for? If you would like support in holding that vision, you're in the right place. You'll find a prayer card in the seat back in front of you. You'll simply fill it out and place it in your offering basket later in the service. So you can also meet with the prayer chaplain after service or submit an online prayer request form through the prayer link on our website. Everything shared is held in complete confidence. I actually had the opportunity of praying with the prayer chaplains just before service, because this is like the one time I came before service started. And it is such a pleasure to be sharing a space with people who have your best intention in mind and will hold such a sacred place for you, keep you in thoughts in the highest possible, appearance, for lack of a better word. I highly recommend that you engage with our prayer chaplains here, because they're here to support us, everyone within these walls. So Unity of San Antonio thrives because of you. If you'd like to make a donation today, giving options will appear on the screen behind me. If you're interested in our program of regular and reoccurring giving, Kelly and the administrative office would love to hear from you. Thank you for your generosity. It is together that we co-create this community. I invite you now to prayerfully open to the flow of substance in you, through you, and as you. Unity Minister Eric Butterworth wrote that we should build on the awareness of ever-present substance and expand your faith in the stability of your own inner wholeness. Let that truth settle in for just one moment. And from that place of inner abundance, let us bless our offerings together. I am of divine abundance. As I give from the fullness of my time, talent, and treasure, I open wide the channels of infinite prosperity. And so it is.
Good morning, Unity of San Antonio. Hey, it's great to see all your smiling faces here this morning. Oh, welcome. Watching us online. Last time I looked, we had up to about 20 to 24 people watching us online every Sunday. So shall we welcome them by looking over at that camera over there? Welcome. We're so glad that you're here with us in the way that you can be. And Yeah, it's super exciting. And I just got word this morning. So we about 20 people, it was about 20 people showed up for our Pride booth yesterday at McCowan Park. Crockett, wrong state probably. Was I there? I know. I was there. I still am figuring out where I am. So, and I just got word that we were actually on KSAT TV. So we were so yeah, it's a brief glimpse, but apparently we were there. So that was really exciting. And since we are still in Pride Month, I would like to share a brief story with you as told by Stan Mitchell on December 6th of 2018. And I've shared this story before, and I'm sharing it again because I believe that this message goes well beyond the LGBTQ community, and I think it's well worth hearing again and often. Stan is the founding pastor of Grace Point in Nashville and is a passionate advocate for the LGBTQ community, as well as a thought leader in the progressive Christian theology. And he writes, I wear a couple of ball caps with stitched on them in the pride colors. This afternoon, as I was waiting to board a flight, a young man who looked to be about my son's age sat down beside me. And after a bit, he said, excuse me, sir, but I really wanted to say I like your cap. And after thanking him, I asked if he was from Washington State or just liked hats. And he smiled and said, neither. And then he added, but I am gay. Oh, okay, I answered, returning his smile. And I could tell he wasn't finished, so I made a bit of small talk with him. And pretty quickly, he semi-asked, semi-stated, you're not gay, are you? I assured him that his straight dar was working, and that I was indeed just another boring, middle-aged, white, cisgender, heterosexual guy. He chuckled and asked, well, why would you wear the cap then? Aren't you afraid that people are going to think you're gay? And I replied that it was a good question, but honestly, the thought had never crossed my mind, and if it had, it wouldn't have been as a concern. And he seemed to kind of struggle to believe me, so I told him a bit about my life, and he put his sunglasses on, trying to conceal tears that obviously always lived near the surface for him. And then he opened up and told me about his life, the bullying, the parental familiar rejection, the church trauma, the self-loathing, the depression, the hiding, all the things. We both cried. And as the boarding call was made the final time, I gave him my contact information and he gave me his. And he asked if I would be willing to speak with his parents, and I told him I would love to. I hugged him and told him that it wouldn't always feel this way and that his life was going to be good and happy, that today was a turning point, that someone with a capital S had orchestrated this moment because he was beloved and perfect and beautiful, just the way that he was. Thank you, he said, for talking to me and for not being embarrassed for people to think you were gay. And as so often the case these days, I didn't see that one coming. And the reason that I like to share this story is because it reminds me of us being Unity of San Antonio, that we are welcoming not only to everyone who walks through this door, regardless of how we identify our human body, regardless of the shade of brown that we are not only a safe place within the confines of these four walls, but that we embody our welcome and we take it with us wherever we go. We embody our welcome so that we open our arms in the grocery store, at the airport, at the theater, in a restaurant, so that we carry the truth of who we are wherever we are, knowing that God is everywhere we are, everywhere we go, and in everyone we meet. We embody our welcome so that welcome becomes as natural to us as breathing, so that another soul, another emanation of the one life could sit down next to any one of us and find welcome, could sit down next to us and be seen as beloved and perfect and whole. Thank you, and welcome to Unity of San Antonio. We're glad you're here, and may your time here with us this morning enrich you in untold ways. So once upon a time, I had a sales business, believe it or not. I was not very good at it, but I had it. And in the course of that business, I learned that everyone organizes differently. And once upon a time, when I trained horses, I learned that every horse learns differently. And once upon a time, when I homeschooled my children, I learned that my children had different learning styles. And these experiences, along with many others, helped me to learn that we are all wired differently. We all learn differently. And what appeals and works for one doesn't necessarily work for another. And so it is with the 12 powers. From the feedback I've gotten over the past 6 weeks, I hear that for some of you, the 12 powers landed as, now things make sense. And for others, it was more, I have less resistance to the 12 powers than I used to. And for some, it was more like, interesting. I'd like to learn more about that. So regardless of where on the spectrum you land, I want to close this series by showing that while each talk may have landed as a power working in isolation, they actually work together. 7 weeks ago, we began a journey using characters from Middle-earth, Hogwarts, Panem, a galaxy far, far away, and with Jordan, the Matrix, to illustrate the 12 powers identified by Charles Fillmore. And through it all, there has been a thread running beneath the surface that these powers, all 12 of them, don't operate in isolation. Faith does not sit patiently in the corner filing its nails while strength does the heavy lifting. Love doesn't make a phone call while wisdom takes the wheel. They work together. They are facets of one wholeness already present in you. And while Charles identified these powers and described what each one does, he didn't teach them as 12 separate switches to flip one at a time as needed. We can develop them individually, but they work in concert together. The powers are distinguishable from one another, but not separable. Ultimately, Charles taught 12 ways of naming what is ultimately unnameable. The infinite potential of the one life expressing through a human soul. I love the analogy of the 12 powers, each likened to an instrument in an orchestra. The music is not to be played by 12 separate soloists, but together as a harmonious symphony. So today, I would like to revisit a few of our characters through a wider lens, because I'd like to show you that not one of them was drawing on just the one power I used them to illustrate. Every single one of them was drawing on the wholeness of who they are. So let's go back to the scene on Mount Doom in The Lord of the Rings. Frodo has collapsed on the barren slope, consumed by the weight of the ring. Sam crawls to him and cradles him. They are so close, and yet the peak seems achingly far away. And in that talk, I held Sam up as an example of strength, the ability to persevere. And he was. Let's take a closer look. What moves Sam up that mountain is love. In fact, what has moved Sam all along is love. A love so fierce and unconditional that it refuses to abandon Frodo, even when to go forward could mean losing everything that Sam once held dear. That's not strength alone. That's love without regard to the price paid. And what keeps him believing that the climb is worth it, that there is still good in this world worth fighting for, is faith, unflinching faith. Sam's little bare hobbit toes are dug all the way in. He will not abandon his faith in what he knows to be good and worthwhile. And the energy that propels him forward, that insists on aliveness even in the darkest moment, is zeal, joy, as spiritual resistance against despair. And when he reminds Frodo of the beauty of the Shire, the orchards in blossom, birds in the hazel thickets, the taste of strawberries, that is zeal in expression, passionate and unwavering and energetic support. And power, that spiritual aspect that we liken to electricity, cultivated in silence, completely neutral, and expresses through whatever we are aligned with. And I imagine Sam, the unassuming gardener, quietly enjoying his garden, aligning with the life and the beauty around him, strengthening the wire that carries his spiritual power. And wisdom, that faculty that points us in the direction of doing the right thing rather than being right. And Sam used the ability of power on the side of Mount Doom to choose to do the right thing. And we said that understanding is the faculty that perceives clearly so that we know what to align with. And Sam knew what to align with. And Sam has to release something on that mountain too. In order to go on, he has to release his vision of a future quiet life in the Shire. He has to release his sense of his own limitations, that he's just a simple gardener. That release, elimination, is what makes room for all those other powers to flow through him with a fuller expression. And life, that animating vitality that insists on pressing forward even when every physical argument says stop. And imagination, seeing the outcome of the ring tossed into the abyss. And will, that conscious, deliberate choice to say yes to something larger than himself, which just might be divine order, that attribute with which author Sharon Connors told us harmonizes the other 11 powers to produce the best possible outcome. Sam says, I can't carry it for you, but I can carry you. And that about encompasses all of those powers. And now we'll take a left turn and go to Panem, into the future. I held Katniss as Will, and she was. But again, let's take another look at that moment when her sister Prim is called to be the female attribute. That moment when Katniss steps forward at the reaping and says, I volunteer as tribute. That step not only contains will, but love. A fierce, protective, sacrificial love for her sister that overrides every instinct for self-preservation. And it contains faith that stepping forward is right without even knowing how the story will end. It contains strength, the capacity to do the most loving thing, even when physically, mentally, and emotionally, it's going to cost Katniss everything. And that step took the power of elimination, the release of her careful invisibility, her strategy of staying small and unnoticed, her dream of surviving, of being the one who took care of her family. I volunteer as tribute. And Yoda. I held Yoda up as an example of power, and he is. But Yoda showed us power as it flows with understanding. He perceives clearly what's happening beneath the surface of every situation, and that gives his power direction. And Yoda expresses wisdom, his capacity to see a larger pattern. And Yoda's power flows as love for Luke, for the Force, for the living balance of everything. And Yoda releases any thought or belief that would restrict his ability to be in harmony with order, the natural harmony of the Force, and he encourages Luke to do the same. He says to Luke's open-mouthed belief as the X-Wing rises out of the swamp, your lack of belief is why you fail. Yoda embodies and expresses life itself. He is the Force made visible. Vitality and aliveness and zeal expressing through a very small, very ancient, very wise being who walks with a stick and yet can move faster than the eye can track. Do or do not. There is no try. And that's what it can look like when a human being or a hobbit or a young woman from District 12 or a 900-year-old Jedi Master is fully alive to the fullness of their being. Not selecting carefully one power from a menu of 12 options, but expressing their revealed wholeness. Now let's return to the true life story of that young American named Terry Dobson, who was riding a train in the suburbs of Tokyo. And for those of you not familiar with this story, Terry was a student of Aikido, and while giving lip service to the primary tenets of Aikido, which is a Japanese martial art whose founder described it as the art of reconciliation, Terry secretly harbored a desire to use Aikido to kick some righteous behind. And Terry saw his chance when a large, drunk, very angry man stumbled into his train car early one morning, terrifying everyone on board. Terry stood up. But before he had a chance to act, a tiny, immaculately dressed, elderly Japanese gentleman took over. Yoda in disguise, no. He took no notice of Terry and simply beamed at the drunk man as though he had the most important secret to share. "Come here and talk with me," he said, and the big man did. Within minutes, the drunk man was sobbing, telling the old man that he'd lost everything: his wife, his job, his home, his dignity. The old gentleman patted the seat next to him and said, My, that's a very difficult predicament indeed. Why don't you sit right here and tell me all about it?" And when Terry exited the train at his stop, he looked back to see the drunk man with his head in the old man's lap, the elderly gentleman stroking his hair with complete tenderness. And Terry sat down on a bench, feeling very ashamed and very much enlightened, because what he had wanted to accomplish with force, the old man had accomplished with a few kind words. Now, which power was the old man using, do you think? Love, that knew the drunk man was an expression of the divine. Understanding, that perceived what was actually happening beneath the surface. Wisdom, that didn't judge by external appearances and knew exactly what the moment required. Strength, that showed up as a calm, unshakable presence, and zeal for the aliveness of another human being. Order, that quietly arranged the conditions for healing. And will, that chose engagement over avoidance. Power, expressed as self-mastery. That old Japanese gentleman wasn't selecting one or even two powers from a spiritual toolbox, the hammer, the screwdriver. He was simply expressing the fullness of who he was, the fullness of who he had cultivated himself to be. All together now. All the powers together now. And so here we are at the end of our journey. We've traveled far, from the Shire to Hogwarts, from Dagoba to Panem, to a train in Tokyo. And every story, every character, every moment of courage and sacrifice and a quiet, faithful persistence revealed to us that we are not a collection of 12 separate capacities waiting to be activated one at a time. We are whole already, now. And what I've come to trust after studying these for a while is that you can't get it wrong. You don't need to memorize all 12 powers. You don't need to consult a list before you act. Before you act, or before you choose love, or before you decide to persevere. And you don't need to worry about whether or not you're reaching for the right one. Once you choose to reach, what is needed will arise. These powers are not 12 isolated rooms in a house. They are one house, and every door opens into every other room. Sam didn't pause on the slopes of Mount Doom to consult his spiritual toolbox. He just loved Frodo and acted. And Katniss didn't inventory her available powers before stepping forward at the reaping. She just knew what was right and chose it. Yoda didn't select carefully from a menu of Jedi faculties before lifting that X-wing. He simply aligned with something larger than himself and allowed it to rise. So I invite you to use what serves you from this series. If the 12 Powers framework gives you language for your experience, wonderful, let that serve you. If what stays with you is Sam on the side of Mount Doom, or Katniss stepping forward, or an old man on a train in Tokyo, my favorite, equally wonderful. Claim it as your inspiration. And if there is one ring to rule them all, I think it just might be love. The Beatles knew it. All you need is love. Rumi knew it. Be foolishly in love, because love is all there is, and love is the bridge between you and everything. Katniss knew it. Sam on the slopes of Mount Doom knew it. Yoda knew it. And the old Japanese man on the train knew it as well. Religious science founder Ernest Holmes knew it. He writes, "Love will find the solution to every problem, will answer every question, and ultimately vanquish every foe." And the Fillmore's teacher, Emma Curtis Hopkins, knew it. She writes, "Love is God. God is omnipresent. Thus, love is omnipresent. It is my idea of good that all is love." Not love as sentiment, but love expressed as faith, as strength, as wisdom, as understanding, as release, as will. Love wearing 12 faces, and probably many, many more. Love expressing as the wholeness of who you are, all together now. Will you join me for a time of reflection? How you doing? Doing okay? All right. Let's take a breath together, will you? Will we? And I invite you, if it's comfortable for you, allow your eyes to close and let your body get comfortable in whatever way works best for it. Your body knows what to do. And imagine yourself sitting beside a quietly flowing river. The light is soft and golden. It's late afternoon, that kind of light that makes everything glow from within. And the air is warm and carries the faint scent of grass and water. Allow yourself to breathe and just be in that imagined place. And after a moment, you notice something beside you on the riverbank. A small wooden box, smooth and worn, as though it's been carried a long way. It has your name on it. You lift the latch and open it. Inside, resting on a bed of dark velvet, are 12 small stones. Each one is different. Different color, different texture, different weight. And yet, holding them together in your hands, they fit perfectly, like they were always meant to be held together. Take them in both hands and hold them. And notice their weight, solid, real. And notice how they fit together in your hands, like they were meant to be there. These are yours. They have always been yours. They were in this box long before you knew to look for them. And now bring them slowly to your heart and hold them there. As you do, feel the stones begin to warm. And as they warm, notice that each one disappears from your hands and takes that warmth within, that warmth is now within you. Each power vibrating with warmth and aliveness in you. Notice how it feels to be aware of them, not as separate aspects, but as the wholeness of who you are. And know that these powers were never in the box. They were always within you. Breathe into that space. Breathe into that aliveness, that quickening of your wholeness in expression. And then take one final breath. And when you're ready, allow your attention to come back to this room. Maybe move some fingers, toes. And bring back with you that feeling of wholeness, that feeling of aliveness, that feeling of all 12 powers, whole, alive, and active in you.
You with the sadness. Don't be discouraged, though I realize it's hard to take courage in a world full of people. You can lose sight of it all. The darkness inside you can make you feel so small. And I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors. That's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors are beautiful like a rainbow. Show me who's smiling. Don't be unhappy. Can't remember when I saw you laughing. This world makes you crazy. Take it all you can bear. Just call me up, 'cause I'll always be there. And I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors. That's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors are beautiful like a rainbow. And I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors. That's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors are beautiful like a rainbow.
All right, all right, all right. Thank you, ladies. Oh, you're singing another song? Oh, okay, gotcha. Sorry. I don't know where I am half of the time, all right, so. I just want to slide in a quick announcement. The men's group will be meeting this coming Saturday. There has been a slight schedule change. Today's message actually reminded me of a lot of things. One, if you go to this church long enough, you learn that Reverend Nina has had so many different careers up until this point. But this was before she came home to us. So, I'll take it. And in a way, it feels like it's been orchestrated so that she can meet so many of us where we are, all these experiences. I think that's why these messages hit home for so many of us of different backgrounds that are in this room. So I just wanted to acknowledge that. Everyone who volunteered for the Pride booth, can you stand just for 1 second? And donated, please. Man. You all made it happen. And I know some people are in the community cafe and online right now. I see you, I hear you. It was a pleasure working with you all. Made that day magical. A little bit about me. This is my first time attending a Pride where I had something to offer the community rather than to take from it. I've been going to Pride since I was 18. I'm now 28. But my first Pride, I was in the closet. The closet was clear, okay? I didn't know it was clear from the inside out, but everyone else did. But the lock on my side of the door was on my side of the door. So on my side of the doorknob, the lock was there, and it felt terrifying to even just touch that thing. I was unable to see what I feared, and I didn't know what it was, but it turned out to be the flow. It could only be expressed when I do let go, when I do touch that knob. I just want you all to take a second to reflect on what kind of plugs your flow. This is one of my plugs that I had to open up that allowed me to show up in the world as I do. And I want you to try to identify, like, what does that stopper look like to you? What does it feel like when you think about that? Does keeping it intact feel better than allowing that water to flow, than letting the clouds pass? Do you wonder what fullness looks like on you? There's some questions that I find myself asking very often, and I thought it required me to fix things, to change things, to kill things about me, so that I can maybe get to that flow, but really, I realized, like coming-of-age movies, these people don't become anything different. They experience things. They take things on head-on and become, rather than to kill, to change. That's kind of what comes to thought when I heard Nina's message for today, so I just wanted to share it with y'all. I don't want any of y'all to feel like you need to be fixed. There's nothing that requires that in order to reach these full powers, these 12 powers. Just reach that doorknob, whatever that looks like to you, whatever that feels like. When you reach out, these other things will come towards you. You have it in you already. And so it is, yeah, thank you. In closing of today's service, I'd like for you all to join us in saying our community blessing for prayer, a community blessing and prayer for protection, followed by a closing prayer and song. Can you please stand if you're able, and let's say this together. Beloved friends, I see your divine light. I see your open heart. I see your life transforming. I celebrate your divine identity as you radiate your light in the world. And our prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Where we are, God is, and all is well. Thank you.
And thank you, Sienna, for sharing your insights. One of the ways that I have evolved, I think I got into New Thought teachings back in 1995 was when I first started. And, healing was a big word back then. And I found that for myself and where I was at, hearing the word healing made me feel like something about me needed to be fixed, needed to be healed. And so I've really fallen in love with the word integration. You know, when we discover something within ourselves that's old, that's no longer serving us, then we integrate that aspect of ourselves that, you know, that was wounded, that was hurt, or that felt that that was what was needed, you know, to survive. And the truth is it got us here. We're here because of whatever that little part of us did. And so now I look at it as a thank you. Thank you for getting me here and integrating it into the wholeness of who I am. And so I love our teachings because we talk about revealing who we are. We're amazing. We're all here. We got here. We're amazing. So thank you, Sienna. And just a reminder as we head across the parking lot to our community center to enjoy food and fellowship, let's remember to take our radical welcome with us. If you see someone you don't know, please introduce yourself over there. Please offer to walk our lovely newcomers if they'd like to join us. Walk them over because they don't know where it is over there. So this is a beautiful opportunity for us to live into our welcome, to express it and do it right here, right now. So if you would, I invite you to close your eyes one more time and just breathe in into the fullness of who and what you are. Breathe into that. And as you breathe out, allow that love, that wisdom, that power, that presence to expand out from you. When we gather together like this, we create a vibrational field that is amazing. It's really what prayer is. And so if you can think of someone in your life who might be able to use a little bit of this good energy, or a situation in the world somewhere, could there be? Invite that. Just call it into your mind, knowing that this energy that we've created together becomes available to that situation, that person, whatever that might be. And if they are willing and receptive, it might just plant a seed or lift that vibration a little bit. And then if you would, go ahead and place your attention on your feet. And allow that connection of your feet with the ground to serve as a symbol of your knowing, of your firm connection with the oneness of all of life. And whatever gift that you have received from being in this community this morning, even if you are not yet aware of what it might be, I invite you to allow it to take root in you. Give it space. And give yourself full permission to be willing to feel, to experience your divinity, your divine inheritance as beauty, as love, as wisdom, as intelligence, as peace, as harmony, as the light of the world. And let that soak in. Let it soak all the way in, more deeply than you've ever let it in before. This is our time. We're here. We are the ones. And so I invite you to carry the light that you are out into the world and let yourself shine. Be your full, crazy, quirky, intelligent, imaginative self. Because you matter. You make a difference. So let's let it be one of love, shall we? And if that resonates with you, I invite you in closing our time together by saying, and so it is, and so it is, and so it is. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Reverend Nina. Before we part ways, I just want to say a quick thank you to our Sunday morning team. We have our youth ministry and hospitality just across the parking lot. We have our AV team, ushers, prayer chaplains. Thank you, Sienna, for being celebration host today. Thank you, Buffalo, for assisting today with the meditation. And thank you, today, and thank you to our yes. And thank you to each one of you that is here with us this morning. I can't talk. I should try singing it. Maybe next time it'll go smoother. But thank you for being here today. This time together. So thank you for being here and sharing your energy and your smiles and your warmth with us today. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that we have to with God as creator. Family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this breathe on.